The rumor that Hugo Camberos could go to Ajax keeps growing. In addition, the León team is going to debut a new coach against the Chivas squad. Who is it about, and what do you think? Fernando Gago already has a job offer. That's right, so stay here with me because we're going to talk about this situation next. I'm Jesus Bernal, and I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you very much for being here with me to talk about the latest regarding the Chivas team. Caliente. Mexico invites you to enjoy Mexican soccer with the welcome bonus we give you by clicking the link I leave for you below in the pinned comment. Thank you. Is that enough to get the welcome bonus? And what if we multiply that bonus? How? It's very simple. Let's bet that Armando Gonzalez scores the first goal of the match, just like he's done in most of the games he's played. If we do this, the bonus is tripled. It's that easy. If Armando scores the first goal, the bonus is tripled. Now you know? Caliente Mexico. Click the link I left for you below in the comments. Without further ado, let's start this video with the latest news about the Chivas. The rumor that Hugo Camberos could join Ajax keeps growing. Last week, when Oscar Garcia was appointed as the coach of this team, I talked about the possibility as mere speculation, understanding that Hugo Camberos doesn't play for Chivas, that Oscar Garcia was the one who gave him his debut from Oscar Garcia's circle. I know that you all think that kid is fantastic and you love him. And so he said, well, don't be surprised if in the summer transfer window, Hugo Camberos could be one of the requests he makes, says Oscar Garcia. Because also, he's one of those players. Look, he's Mexican, and Mexicans usually do well in the Netherlands. He's young, he's a winger, he's skillful, he's fast. He has experience with youth national teams. He meets many of the requirements needed to play over there. Well, it turns out that Score 365 is talking specifically about this situation. And it says, Ajax would be very interested in signing the red and white gem, Hugo Camberos, to make the jump to Europe. Oscar Garcia Uñet, former coach of Chivas, is the current head coach of the Dutch team, and he would have specifically requested the Mexican after having coached in Liga Mexico. Will it be the ideal team for his career? That's what Score 365 says. Well, there are still months to go. We're in March. There's April, May, June, and July left. 4 months until the transfer market opens in Europe. But it will definitely be a topic of conversation. You don't have to be a genius. Oscar Garcia gave him his debut. Oscar Garcia now works at Ajax. Ajax is a development team. He's at a formative age. He's very good. The coach loves him. And I think that just by connecting the dots, we can realize that something could be done there. We have to be patient, see how this whole situation develops, but don't rule out, not even a little, that Camberos could end up at Ajax. Thank you. After Ignacio Ambriz resigned as León's coach, the Esmeralda team will be debuting a new head coach against Chivas this midweek. And unless they announce someone as quickly as today or tomorrow, the interim coach will be the women's team coach. We're talking about Alejandro Corona, who manages the women's Fiera team. They are in 12th place with 12 points, 3 wins, 3 draws, and 5 losses. The one you see right there in the photo we took from Chivas Passion. This website specialized in Guadalajara will be in charge of managing the match for now. Ignacio Ambriz decided to leave after losing to the Xolos of Tijuana. They weren't moving, they weren't making progress. His team played in a very calm, very sublime way, without any fuss. He just went, sat down at the press conference, didn't allow questions, and delivered a message where he decided to say goodbye. So, for now, Alejandro Corona will be in charge of coaching and choosing the lineup for the match between Chivas and León. Do you remember Fernando Gago? I think you do. That coach who paid his release clause to leave Chivas and coach Boca Juniors. Well, today he has another job offer. Fernando Gago is very close to coaching Universidad de Chile. Universidad de Chile has reportedly already offered Fernando Gago a job. Obviously, with all due respect, it's not the same to coach in Argentina or Mexico as it is to coach in Chile. But the reality is that his results with Boca and with Necaxa maybe weren't the best. With Boca. What sealed his fate was being eliminated early in the Copa Libertadores with Necaxa, since there really wasn't much to do there. At that point, it had more to do with him deciding to take on that hot potato. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing. As a coach at Chivas, he did a good job. His team played well. He made them competitive. With a much more modest squad compared to what Gabby Milito has, those Chivas were pretty sad. Now they have a squad, and today he'll have to go elsewhere to make his own way, to try to raise his value a bit more. And from there, look for a way to stand out in the world of soccer once again. But yes, they're looking for Fernando Gago from Chile. The midweek match against León has a super important issue for Chivas. And that's because if they win, the Guadalajara team will climb to the top of the standings. Again, would Chivas be up there? This weekend's results favored them. The draw between Cruz Azul and Pumas, and the draw between Toluca and Atlas put both teams within Chivas' reach. Today, Cruz Azul is the leader with 26 points. Toluca has 25 and Chivas has 24. But with the pending match, if they win, the Sacred Flock could climb to first place alone with 27 points. So, for Chivas, the sole leader with 27 points, things are looking pretty good, and already putting a lot of distance in between. Compared to Pachuca, who are 4th overall. That's why the match against León in the middle of this week is very important. And just to finish, just a reminder to all of you that the Guadalajara team will face the Esmeralda squad this Wednesday. The match is scheduled for 8 post-Meridian Central Mexico time. You will be able to watch it on Amazon Prime Video. For the United States and Canada, the game will be at 10 post-Meridian Eastern, 7 post-Meridian Pacific, and you can watch it on Telemundo. Alright, we'll end this video here. Thank you very much for your attention. Keep subscribing, commenting, sharing, and liking, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jesus Bernal. Goodbye is subtitled.